Hi and welcome back to my channel. This video today is how I groom, shape, and fill in my eyebrows. I hope you'll enjoy and keep watching. Okay, so what you're gonna need in order, or what I use to do my brows, is of course a pair of tweezers. And then I have these, tweezer man. And a spoolie. And then a pair of shears. And then, of course, when we're all done grooming, then you're going to need product. And I use the Anastasia Beverly Depth-Brow in Ebony. And then I have this Wet n Wild angle brush that works really good. And it's not expensive, so even better. So, my first advice would be, if you don't already have a shape that you love on your brows, then try to find somebody to wax your eyebrows that is really good at what they do. Because if they can get you the perfect shape that you love, then all you have to do is keep up on it. And that's the part that can get kind of tricky, is that eyebrows grow super fast, and I honestly have to touch them up. I could touch my eyebrows up every other day. They grow that fast, it's ridiculous. So now the first thing I'm going to do is, go in and I'm going to tweeze all the stray hairs and try to make sure you guys can see it and that I can see. And by keeping up on the shape, literally tweezing your eyebrows every other day, I never lose the shape. Because if you lose the shape, that's where you can really screw up your eyebrows and take too much off, and then all of a sudden it's not the shape that it was before, and then you hate your brows. This part is very self-explanatory. If you do want to try to shape them yourself, I would suggest taking something, just take your spoolie brush and you want to do your nose for the inner part, and then you angle it again to the arch, and then the tail of your brow too should come down to your nose. It kind of helps just, get your basis of where they should start and end. And you can easily find little helpful measuring stuff on Google. So the tweezing is pretty much self-explanatory, so I'm going to finish the other side. Okay, so now that I've finished tweezing, I am going to take my spoolie and my shears, and I am going to trim some of the brow hairs. Not everybody has to do this, but I do. So first, what I like to do is start at the end, and I push, after brushing them out, I push up, and then any hairs that I see sticking out, I just go in and trim them. Angle your shears on your brow. Brush them out, and then I will do the same thing, but brush them down. And I brush them down, and then I hold the spoolie there so that the hairs don't pop back up. Be careful, don't go berserk. Sometimes longer hairs need to stay because maybe they're actually hiding a sparse area in your brows. Okay, there's one brow. Now we'll trim this one. See the difference? So, again. And on my left side, I start on this side and not my tail, just because it's a different side. So brush, push up. And I'm not quite running my shears like right at the line of my eyebrow. I'm doing a little bit up. And I have an eyebrow piercing, so I just do it free-handed right there. Okay. This one is way more sparse, and that's not from over plucking or over trimming. I have a scar there, and which is why I have my piercing there to hide it. So, okay. So now that that's done, I'm just gonna make sure there's no stray hairs, and then I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Brow and my angled brush. And you can obviously wait to do this until after your foundation. I'm comfortable doing it before or after I do my foundation, filling in my eyebrows, so it's just up to you. So first I start not quite at the, I don't start at the very front, I start like in the middle of the front right here. And I lightly sweep, because there's, you know, that's where most of your product is. And I start following the bottom line all the way up. And if I feel like I've gotten too far, a new thing that I've been doing since I got this Wet n Wild brush is I just take the end of it and I use it to clean up the area. Oh, I can also show you how to clean it up afterwards, like with foundation and stuff. So once I get this part of the line done, then I start on the bottom of the tail. Okay. Now I'm going to go on the top, same thing. I'm not starting at the very end or the very start of my eyebrow on the top. I'm starting back a little bit. And I'm going to the arch, to the point of the top of the arch. And then I turn the brush as I'm going down around that, you know, corner pretty much. And I just keep refining the lines. And I start filling it in. Just start building up product where you feel like you need more. You can even go back over the lines if you... Sorry. I'm getting over a cold. Okay. I had to get a cough drop. Apparently talking makes me cough. Okay, so now I started filling in my eyebrow, building up layers. So now I've come to the inner section. So I did take a little bit of product, and I'm going to start filling it in, and then following the line underneath. Sorry if I'm not explaining the parts of my eyebrow that well. It's kind of strange to do. Then I just start sweeping up. So whatever product is on my brush or whatever is on the bottom line, that's pretty much what I'm using to fill in that area. And first I'm putting the brush horizontally and pushing up that way. And then I will take it vertically. And then take the spoolie and lightly, pretty much just comb your brow, and what this is doing, it's like softening the product. This really helps too if you end up having like a really harsh line, just taking your spoolie and like brushing it lightly until it just, you know, doesn't look as harsh. It saves so much time without like having to take your whole eyebrow off and then do it again. So, and then I'll take more product if needed. If I see any spots that I feel like I would like darker or more refined. So now, to the other eyebrow. Same thing. It can be a little tricky and a pain in the butt, since I do have an eyebrow ring, to get this part as clean as I want it, because obviously my skin, it doesn't lay as flat as it does over here. It doesn't have, you know, a metal bar through it, but it's cool. When I get to the arch point on this side, I also make sure that, you know, they're starting to look pretty symmetrical. Eyebrows are sisters, not twins, so they don't have to be obviously completely identical, but I also want to make sure that, you know, one arch isn't like right here and the other arch is like here or over here, because it just looks bad. Also make sure that these lines are pretty much lined up. That would also not look good. You know, if you accidentally end up heavy tweezing one side, then, you know, you can probably fake it with the product that you're filling in your brows. So again, when I'm coming to the middle, I don't want it to be quite as harsh as the rest of the brow. So I'm taking whatever product is on the brush and, you know, on the bottom here, and I'm just brushing it up. So it's kind of like that faded beginning look, like an ombre-ish. Somehow. Okay. See, like this one is still kind of square. So, I'm just going to take my spoolie And brush that a little bit. Also, I don't know about anybody else, but I constantly always do this, like with this eyebrow. So I'll like go to look at my eyebrows to see if they're even, and I'm like, stop doing that, because they're obviously not going to be even if I keep making that freaking wily eyebrow go up. Okay, so now I'm going to take my foundation, and I don't always do this. This is kind of like an extra step if you want that more carved out look, or you feel like you can do it as quite precise as you want your brows to be. This is the perfect way to do it. I did put primer on my face already, and I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk brush, and it has this nice tip on it, which is perfect. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to outline my brow. And go slow, do, you know, a little bit at a time. And I like to go in with my finger. It kind of just blends out the foundation that you just put under your eye. Now to do the top. And then if I need to fix up anything on my eyebrow, I'll just take my angled brush again, and I won't add any more product. And there, now it's fixed. It's also perfect, like if you really want to define the top of your arch more and the tail of your eyebrow, like this is great to do. And you can still define your eyebrows even if you do your foundation. If you do your foundation first, you can easily just go back in and do this again. I know some people like to use concealer when they do this, and I did do that before in the past, but my concealer is lighter, and I didn't want to risk looking like I had these like bright white or like, you know, pale lines like outlining my eyebrows, because that just looks weird. So I like using my foundation, because if I want to highlight any part of my brows, I can just go in with highlight and do that. That's how I define my eyebrows. I hope you all enjoyed this video on how I do my eyebrows. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I would love to interact with you guys. Don't forget to like this video and please subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you later.